GroomersTake. COVID is starting to run rampant in our sports. Tennessee Titans, the NFL. More players have tested positive today. Their facility isn't even open to them yet. They're not playing this week. There's no chance. They're actually being investigated because they broke COVID rules earlier in the year when they were starting to get together, and they all worked out together when you weren't allowed to. What the hell are you doing? You follow the rules and you see what happens. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, it's only one team that it's happening to in the NFL right now. There's probably a reason for it, right? But please figure it out. Could the NFL go to a bubble? I don't know. I don't think so. But the MLB still had the same issues when they first started their season. You gotta tinker. NFL's gonna be fine. But smarten up out there and keep entertaining us. Bill O'Brien fired Houston Texans. Head coach, general manager, all that. What are you thinking right now? You fired him right after, it's a few games in. It's not right after, and the trade was much earlier when you traded DeAndre Hopkins. What? Why don't you ask Deshaun Watson who he wants to throw to? I bet you that name was at the top of the list. I don't get it. Sayonara anyway, bud. We're going to get more into the NFL and everything later on GroomersTake on Instagram for mine and Abby's picks. Tune into that. Hockey. The OHL. The OHL's been told they're not allowed to come back unless they all agree that, hey, you're not allowed to hit anymore. No close contact. These kids are playing for their future. They're playing to get drafted. These kids hit more than the NHL sometimes. Maybe. Who knows? But they hit a lot. They hit a lot. And now they're not going to be able to hit in the corners to win a battle. That's tough. I mean, the WHL, they've started the queue. They've got some positive tests happening now. I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Watching the OHL with no hitting? That's a tough one. I don't really see it happening. I'd still watch hockey, but that'd be really weird. Leafs draft is over. The NHL draft is over. A lot of teams did really well. The Leafs, I haven't heard too many good things. When have they really drafted that well anyway? I mean, I'll let the draft picks end up where they are. I know they went small and skill or whatever. We'll see how that goes, but now can we just focus on, blah, blah, blah with the D, but let's get some forwards and some D who could win a battle in the corner and get the puck back with maybe hitting a guy and being physical, being in their face rather than pressing the LB button all the time and doing the stick check. Stick check can work sometimes fine, but you're not going to stick check your way to 16 wins in the playoffs for a Stanley Cup. No, you're not going to be able to do that. You haven't been able to do it for 4 games yet to win a round. Here I go on the Leafs. Corey Crawford, who was said today, Corey Crawford will not be re-signing with the Chicago Blackhawks after 13 seasons. Corey Crawford is still a very good goalie. He's serviceable. He'll get a job somewhere. It just might be in a dual position with a backup goalie, or he'll be a backup goalie. We'll see with Corey Crawford. Hell of a career in Chicago. Effing right. And we'll see where it ends up. Justin Williams, Mr. Game 7. He came back halfway through the year, but he's decided that he is now officially retired from the NHL. Bit of a beauty. Mr. Game 7 is the best nickname you can get, maybe, other than the great one. Justin Williams, shout out. Corey Schneider bought out. Talk about being, Vancouver chose you over Luongo. But then they got rid of you anyway. And now you're bought out. Still a serviceable goalie. He'll get a backup job somewhere, and you can get him on the cheap. A lot of teams will be interested in him, I think. Tyler Seguin was injured for most of the playoffs. I know, a lot of people, especially if you're in a playoff pool, you were thinking, what the hell's going on with Tyler Seguin? Well, I can't even name all the things he had wrong with him, but I'll go knee, hip, significant injuries. He's going to have surgery, and I know it's a 4-month rehab deal. So, I mean, you see it on the ice, but you don't know what's going on. These guys are warriors, and for him to play through it, Canadian boy right there. Baseball. Haven't been paying too much attention to it. Tune in once in a while, and every time I tune in, it's hard to turn it off. Playoff baseball is great, even without fans. It's weird, but hey, you love the game, you love watching it. The Braves swept the Marlins today. They're moving on. The Dodgers could do it tonight. I think they're the best team in the playoffs. I really want them to just win so we can, it's kind of like you're expected to do this and you haven't done it yet. Figure it out because your time might be leaving you. Houston could knock out the Oakland A's today. Don't want it to happen. I like the A's and Houston. I'm tired of looking at them, tired of talking about them. But hey, if they win and then the Yankees could find a way to come back, or heck, even the Rays would have a good one with them. This will be very interesting, but the Yankees have to win 2 in a row. The Rays could sweep that tonight. All right. I'm out of here. Enjoy your evenings. Tune into GroomersTake on Instagram where I do my picks with Abby. Pretty sure I crushed her last week. I don't really remember. Enjoy your evenings. Enjoy your sports. Bye-bye.